It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
49, check 49, check 49. Lion.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great. Man,
I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check. Lucky.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting!
Number 53, Mike 53. It's our time, guys.
Ram. Shift, watch the shift. 5'9". Bang. Hey. 5'7".
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
List 5'2".
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
Here we go. 15-1. Undercut.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Nick Nelson, who played his college ball at Wisconsin, had the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready up. Bravo.
Here we go. 47's the mic, boys.
Ready.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. 2nd and 15. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Jam.
Kill.
Jam. Kill.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 53's Mike. Now watch one. Hey,
Bunch.
check 4. Check 99. Check the hot read.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
70, Indy.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hard.
Shift, shift.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. Patch it.
Try the toss play to Love. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On first down, McFarland. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Check 43.
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and this one's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
52 by 52. Check nickel. No. Off.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check three, check three, check three. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
On second down, it's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go. 120.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey,
Kill. Switch up.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
we play to win. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
47. Check, 47. Here we go. Hey, wahoo. Here we go. Big grip.
Off the play fake. Eason. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Check 9.
On the draw, this is Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
All day.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 280!
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Forward, Tokyo!
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Ram! Defense, let's get it together. Man, 5-7.
Crunch.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Eason. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down. Eason. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
120. Check. 57.
Hot, hot.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Alert flare.
Hey, other side, solid.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
What we got?
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, pick up.
Check line 47. Do it right now. Right now. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Let's go, defense. Our time. This our
Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
Off play action. Eason. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check. Fresno. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
On 4th down, Eason. Now this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Mike, here we go. 180. Mike. Two jet. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Switch. Slam.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz. His third touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Elliott good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing on first down. Eason, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
42 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll pitch it out here. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Eason. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off-play action. Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the He's going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.